Good morning, everyone. Whoops. Was just making sure everything was set up. There we go. All right, good morning, everyone. Should be able to hear me. I probably should have just double checked all that before I clicked go live. Good morning, Rachel. Dave says hi, Dub. Hello, Dave. Spartans, hey, Dub. Happy first 2026 Town Star competition. That's right. It is the first one if we don't count last week, because last week was like the end of the year. Aspie says hello, or I'm taking a break from both competitions and challenges due to my mental state. I hope to be back soon. Wish everyone lots of fun playing. I understand, Aspie. Thank you so much, of course, and hopefully everything is better then. Cliff, hello. Happy New Year's, guys. First competition of the year. Oh, yeah. I forgot I was going to do something. Let me do it from here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was going to change something out in the guild library. I just remembered. All right. Well, I did wake up like an hour ago, so... Not as prepared as I should be. I'm ready for the competition. Give me a second here. Take that off. And add a spare energy. Now this build is going to be very expensive, at least for me. But I probably will sell Red Oak. Because it is faster. Only thing is that it's going to keep my loggers busy and stuff. It should be good. Yeah, that was a daily challenge. I just did that a few minutes ago. Hopefully everybody had a great New Year's. My apologies for not doing the stream on Friday. I had overslept, and honestly, I did not even sleep that much that day. Makes sense. It happens. I might need another water. You know what? Let me just do that now. Yep, this is the whole thing about not being prepared. Give me 1 minute. Hello, Cecil, by the way. Good morning, Mary NG. Oh, yeah. Still got 5 minutes. 28. Hello. So the Ash Dub, where do we find this build on Discord? I don't put them on Discord anymore since you can grab it directly from the planner. Let me pull the planner up here on the screen. Let me switch to this one. Yeah, Cliff says, Happy New Year's, guys. First competition for me this year. That makes sense. Let me make sure it's set up properly. It should be. Should be set up properly. So yeah, this is a build minus the prediction's not correct because I have my NFTs turned on. But you would go to, well, the website, the link is in the description if you didn't know already, where you can do tsplaybook.com. That'll take you here. It's on the dub.community site. assuming you know how to use a planner. You go to Build Manager, search Builds, and it will be here, NNR wood bowl 160 per hour. There we go. You can also see a sneak peek of what my rate's going to be, because I share my builds with the Super Dub Club. See, Sandula's sharing his builds with me too, so I kind of leaked your rate, Sandula. My bad. That's usually why I don't click on search builds. Little bit of a leak. Potential rates. And I'll switch back to mine. Wilson, hello. Jaco says good day, Dubs. Hello, Jaco. Martin, hello. I'm late. Message from church. So yeah, no problem. Yep. Welcome back to the what'd you call it? Addicts Anonymous Town Star meeting, whatever Martin calls it. Herb says hi all. Good luck, have fun with the first kitchenware competition. That's right. Yeah, that's true. This is definitely the first one. I do suspect that we will be making soups or broths very soon. You know, like veggie soup. Maybe they'll actually introduce carrots and potatoes pretty soon, so we'll make veggie soups. Maybe we'll use the lettuce heads again. Many possibilities. QE29, hello. Okay, let me minimize mine in the corner. So I need 70 something mil. Well, with Stars and Stripes, I probably need 50 mil. Yeah, I probably need 50 mil. Oh, Sudyash, if you're brand new to the planner, click on, what was it? The create account button, and just type a username and it'll generate an access key for you with that username. And just make sure to copy and paste it somewhere or write it down. There is a way for you to get it by clicking on the profile button. Hopefully that's not too confusing. You know what I've yet to make is an actual proper video guide on how to use the planner. But since I figured that probably wasn't going to happen for a while, because I like keep coming up with features, that's why I created a built-in tutorial for the planner for people who actually need to know how to use most of the features. That was a good idea that I did that. The video at one point will happen. Who knows, maybe by the time soil comes out. Yeah, no problem. 30 seconds? Yeah, only a few seconds to go. And good luck to you as well, homeboy. I can't even remember if I read your message. I read it in my head. All right, let's get in here. Herb says, yeah, I was also thinking soup. Yeah. Smash Boom. Hey Dub, is dirt from Daily Comps worth use for anything? No, not yet, like Nondori said. Would be what would be the strategy here for setting up my red oak farm, I guess. So I did not practice this. I know that's what I want to do because it's faster cash. It's just that my loggers would be really busy, but you know, I just put a bunch of them down. So let me think for a moment here. 6, 5. Let's just keep it very simple, and if I know if I do this, that these will have 10 water. I do probably want to do mistletoe arches here though. I have some plan that I'll put together here. Alina, hello. So I will probably have to do this. That's probably whatever. It's fine. Mistletoe arch here. I'm sure this will be plenty of red. It will be. This will be way too much red oak wood. I already know, so it's not a problem. Let me just focus. Oak storage comes in handy for this, or will come in handy for this. Okay, I can get rid of this stuff. I don't want it. Grand oaks will reduce the craft time of the red oak tree farms. I'm gonna turn all that on, put this in auto sell already. Skins, turn those on. Corrupted packs. Get rid of all this stuff. And I have a bunch of temporary lumberjacks. That'll do it. The goal is to keep my dragons constantly busy selling red oak for a while. So I probably want to rate it 5,000. Oh, there goes an invisible building. I won't work. It's 9 water. Let's just do them over here. Yeah, I'm sure that's already more than enough. I can't possibly sell that much red oak. So yeah, it's a lot of cash. I'm more worried about the amount of lumber I'm gonna need, because oh my gosh, I'm gonna be waiting an hour or two on lumber. This builds, it's a lot of buildings. Now for those of you with no NFT builds, you're probably like, nah, it's the same amount of buildings. For me, it's a lot of buildings. Where does this go? I don't know where this goes. For the time being, I will put it here. Just, I do want the extra cash. Faster I can get the cash, the better. So I can start focusing on lumber. So 4 roads, and then there's another road here somewhere for extra buildings. Rates. Right there. Visible building, what does it look like? I can't see. Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. Let's do birdhouses first. Well, I have so much. I can't even describe how much red oak wood I have right now. I would need a freight here. And I don't really want to make one. We have a benefactor hater in the chat. What's up? Does that look right? I'm looking at the visualizer, but that doesn't really look right to me. This should be 4 roads. What did I do wrong there? This is wrong. I think it should be like that. Just need to make sure my roads are set up correctly here. Did I go ahead and put tavern here somewhere? Actually, this is wrong too. What the heck's going on? It's like that. What is Bennett doing? I can tell you what he hasn't done. He hasn't made us rich yet. Nah, but I get you know, people don't like Bennett for a lot of reasons. I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but like, I get it, especially with the whole Founders Note stuff, you know. Like, you can hate on Gala and Benefactor for the way he's running Gala. It's different from Townstar. He probably makes bad choices for Townstar, I don't know. But that's kind of another topic. Go ahead and get rid of that one just to set up the roads here. I'm at 10 mil already, so that's like 20% of the way. That's it'll take an hour to get the cash I need, but then it will probably take an hour to build everything also. Let's say I could probably start building in a few minutes. I just want to make sure to set up all the roads. You know how it is. It's always making sure the setup here is correct. I'm gonna have a bunch of stationary shops next to the oil seep. No news on soil either. It feels like it's been a while since I've done a town hall, like to give an update on that. Okay, I'll move these where they're supposed to go now before I forget. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move this over here. Got it slightly going up. Yeah, but the slight going up is just barely a recovery in my opinion. It's not really exciting. Like if Gala doubles from the current price, then I would say it's slightly going up. It's because, you know, a lot of altcoins fell sharply back in October, so they're nowhere close to recovering right now. So we see, you know, last few days crypto has been going up slightly, at least the altcoins mostly, more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, what I've seen. So if that trend keeps going for weeks, several weeks, then yeah, we might see an actual recovery there. But like I said, or maybe I didn't tell you guys this, but we would need a lot of miracles in a row for that to happen, or less manipulation, or whatever you believe in the market wise. Go ahead and set this up. Really, I should already be focusing on lumber. Okay, that bug happened. It's fine. If you ever get the bug where you're placing NFTs and it says already placed, you have to manually move on to the next one. This shouldn't be happening, but for some reason it does sometimes. I didn't have this happen before, just sometimes it does. Usually it doesn't. But I've also seen people, like, they were super confused when this happened. They didn't know how to place down the other NFTs. Oh, you hate snow? Can't ride the scooter in the snow? I'll turn these on for now. I'm not gonna craft glass bottles yet, so I'm too busy selling red oak. Wait, it sells for more than the glass bottles. Some of my crane bots will get placed down for now in spots that I can easily replace them. That's gonna have to do it for now. I can probably get rid of this row. Wait, why did I do that? Whoops. Wrong button. Legendary tree farms. That's what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh. Why is it doing that? Let's see, I'll do fundamental storages right here. And I'll do a wood storage here. Now I need to temporarily set up my lumber production. Okay, I don't know if I need that many lumber mills, but you know, let's turn 2 of them on for now. I'll actually just turn them all on. Just I'm gonna need a lot of lumber. Just make the lumber, and temporarily have whoops. I'll turn on bulky lumber. Actually, that's not the right one. It's this one. I'll turn that on just in case, and I'll also have this down. Okay, so now I'm making lumber. I'm gonna need wood too for the logger houses, but yeah, next thing I will build the logger houses. Let me first place down the stars and stripes, reduce build costs. You know what, I'll go ahead and place down the vending machine too. I just realized I'm making way too much red oak that it's just gonna go here mostly, but whatever. So far, good start though. I have half the cash I need already. After that gets built, I can do the ATVs. I think I can do that. Rotated it too many times. See Discord and see if you can drive on that. But we don't get that much snow here. It's actually rare when it snows in Texas. So we don't have to deal with snow shoveling and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that looks really cold. Invisible something here too. Let me turn 2 of these off and temporarily also have... Oh, I already have it down. Okay. What else can I do right now? I can't really put birdhouses down because theirs are going to go here and that's kind of in the way. So birdhouses will have to wait. What can I do? It feels like I can't really do anything right now. I don't want to build anything else just yet because the loggers are more important right now. Most of my lumberjacks are busy collecting red oak. I could have had more lumberjacks. I just have to be patient, that's it. Just have to be patient. You know what I should have done? I should not have put down the glass factories yet. I should have let me delete a row and put crane bots here because that's going to be easier to replace in the very end. So yeah, I can do that. I know I still have that invisible lumberjack there. I'll deal with that later. Whoops. Garbage crew is doing snow cleaning. Wanted to throw away garbage, but it was locked. Bags around it. I can rename the town. Actually, I forgot to do that for the No NSE build showcase. Okay, now since I'm waiting, I have almost all the cash I need. I'm waiting on logger houses. They're almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh to fix the invisible lumberjack. It doesn't count as a globe, but I did have to refresh to fix the bug. So it's kind of like a disconnect. Oh, that's a lot of red oak wood. I probably had more red oak. I should have checked with my... I'll check it right now. Probably like 10k or something. So I need wood But I am getting it. Okay, these are getting built. So once those loggers are done, I can get rid of most of the lumberjacks. If I need to, I might not need to even do that. Load it up on red oak wood. Probably should at least get rid of one of those arches. Slow it down a little. Gonna need more wood, even if it's temporary. You know what? I have a better idea. Put down the mistletoe arch back and just get rid of some of these for tree farms. Of course, it's not going to give me the correct number here, but I definitely was making over 10,000 red oak wood per hour. My 2 dragons can only handle between, well, somewhere around 5,500. Okay, that's good there. Now I'm getting resources for the other stuff. Build out the ATVs next, since they're right close to this, right next to this. Move that. Got Lucy and wrong one. Sparky. And I will need to, I'm pretty sure I will need to craft energy for these. Yeah, it's 10 energy. Well, no, I can move the solar panel, so I guess I don't have to. Half a mil for each one, and that's with all my building discounts. These buildings are expensive. So these are all going to be making super glue, of course. What else would they make? Oh, there goes another invisible building, but that's not really a big deal right now. Well, I mean, I have to refresh again, but this is going to be a waiting game after I'm done placing a lot of these. I mean, it is a waiting game. DePoint, hello, Louis DePoint. Sandra says server seems way better today. Well, so far I would say, yeah, that's true. I'm getting invisible buildings, but that kind of happens when I go a little too fast. Honestly, let's not build these yet. Probably should have waited on some of these because these don't have that much passive energy. But there we go. Yeah, let me take that one off, and let me take these off. I kind of overdid it there. Let me do this, because once these are done, I can just move the passive energy around. Alright, I have almost all the cash I need. I'm still getting a bunch of red oak wood, so yeah, it's really went overkill on the red oak wood there. Let's do more wood. Do I even need that one? That'll be fine. Getting a lot of wood production from this too. And yet I have almost no lumber and wood. Just in case, I will put this down. Their first half hour, I probably have all the cash I need, but I'll let the red oak sell for a few more minutes. Making really good progress. Usually it goes better than I think it will. So, shouldn't take much longer than an hour to finish this then. They're very generous with the cash boost though. Does coffee help, Martin? You know, I rarely drink coffee. Usually when I drink coffee, it'll be like iced coffee also. Oh, nibble, nibble, nibble a bit. I'm just checking Discord for a minute. Oh, what's this? I was making way too much red oak. That they kind of just dumped one over here. This is a visual bug, by the way. It happens when your sale gets interrupted, either when you're logging out, quitting the game, or you deleted a trade vehicle or storage. No, not a storage, but you deleted a trade vehicle while it was selling, so it got interrupted. Yeah, interrupted items just go here forever. So I got a nice decoration there. It starts to look ugly once that happens with multiple items and you just got items overlapping each other. Might be able to turn one of these on. One more, I mean. So I got 3 of them on. I am building, that's for sure. This alone's probably like 200 lumber. Let me check how much lumber the playbook says I need. 1,132 lumber. Yeah, I could probably make that in an hour. No, I probably could make more. Let me just turn them all on since I am getting a good amount now. I just realized the fundamental storage holds 69 items with the platinum blueprint. I mean, don't get me wrong, like coffee and energy drinks are super helpful, but yeah, they become a crutch, which I understand. Like there are people like in some situations where you basically have no choice. You could say, oh, you always have the choice, but like literally some people cannot perform their duties without drinking 1 or 2 cups of coffee or an energy drink almost every day. Cups of coffee are probably a little safer than the daily energy drink, but I have known people that drank an energy drink almost every day. At some point, I was drinking an energy drink, not every day, but like maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Mostly because I had like a coworker that would give me like free Monster energy drinks. Kind of, not really a coworker, but more like a contractor worker. Very nice of him to do. I was getting just free energy drinks. Probably more like a bribe, but it wasn't a bribe. But yeah, that was cool. Definitely helpful. You know, that was when it was a warehouse work, so a lot of moving around and stuff. But no, I try. I only really drink like an energy drink maybe once a month or two. I try not to drink too many energy drinks for coffee. I really don't drink much of that stuff. I also don't drink much soda either. Usually I would drink lemonade though, so it has a lot of sugar. It's not like I'm drinking lemonade like every all the time, but you know. I have no lumber. I'm making 1100 lumber per hour and I have no lumber. Can you believe that? Honestly, I might just need to pull out one of these. There, I have 5 lumber mills running now. You know what? Let's that's the wrong one. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 6 lumber mills. Let's make it 7 lumber mills. I didn't think I needed all these. I'm not actually, I don't need to make any chromium and limestone, by the way. For those who haven't realized that yet, I'm going to be using the corrupted mineral stands, as I call them. So I don't need to make any lumber in this build, which is why the rate is going to be in the 4 digits. So the very top players will be making 4 digits. That's over 1,000 per hour. I have all the cash I need for this already. I really don't need to be selling more red oak. I have all the cash I need, assuming I keep using stars and stripes for the next hour or so. Because yeah, most of the waiting time now is going to be getting materials to build everything. I should try to start turning these on. Crude oil is obviously going to be passive. Notice I did not delete the oil seep this time. That's because I actually need it. And I will also be using my NFTs that give passive crude oil. Competitions like these are where it actually makes sense for me to have 2 passive crude oil NFTs. Like I have the haunted porch and the haunted wing. Same thing with the jet fuel competition we did. Definitely helpful to have that crude oil, passive crude oil. That's missing a lumber. It probably got stuck. I know I have an invisible building right there. Just keep building for now. Zero lumber, zero wood. Sea Money, hello! Competition started 40 minutes ago, right? Yes, you are right. I'm making really good progress, though. That actually did get built. I thought it was stuck. So yeah, I built some of the kitchens. I guess they're not kitchens. They only sell kitchen utensils. So maybe we'll get like a spatula next, or the whisk, or tongs, or whatever. Oh, what the heck? I thought that was another invisible building. Probably should have waited a little. All right, 40 minutes in, and I think it's just waiting around now. How's everybody else doing so far? Got all the cash you need? Or are you stuck on your 5th globe? Checking the design competition stuff. 4 people entered in the 100 TSP paid tier. Cool. Now I am one of those because I was trying to test if it worked. I don't know if I'll do the random design competition, but there's always a chance. Last week, or this past week, I've been Kind of busy playing a game on my PlayStation. It's an old game though, called The Long Dark, like a survival game. Been pretty fun to play. Definitely challenging. You do the hardest difficulty, but it's a fun game. One or two globes. Not all cash yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be at almost 0 wood, 0 lumber for a while here. One thing I can do is stationary shop thing, turn on blueprints. What other blueprints do I need? Oh, there was 2 stationary shops I don't have to build. I actually forgot which ones. I think it was these. It's a little too late for that. Because I have 2 stationary shop NFTs, but like I forgot to put those on the visualizer. So, whoop, whatever. I don't think it'll affect my raid. It's just, it's not really important in this build to use those. It's like, at most it'll save me half a tile, but I don't need the half tile. Frank? Or Franciscus? I actually read your name wrong, sorry. Franciscus, hello Dub, hello to you as well. Oh, it is Frank? Oh, okay, it is Frank. Hello, Frank. I did right then. It was Habit. I know why it says birth name now. Oh, okay. Well, they changed it. That's why. Well, YouTube's showing usernames now instead of display names. The lantern, I can place that down. Lantern Festival will make the stationary shop clerks move faster. Yeah, I think I can put the rose bushes down. They're gonna be in a line. I don't usually do that, but it will make sense later when I put down the nourish coops. Because the nourish coops are 3x3 buildings. Noldori says you can change the display name in your profile. I think they reset something and it defaulted to username. You can just change it back to whatever display name you want and it will stick. That might be true for your actual channel's display name, but anybody that comments or posts, you know, like a chat here, it shows me your username. So like for you, Noldori, it says Noldori27. That might be your display name also, you know, it's the same. Not everybody has like the exact same display name as their tag, their YouTube tag name. So I think if you change the display name, it's still not going to show it on the chat is what I'm trying to say. And I understand they probably did that to reduce the amount of people getting scammed by fake channels, impersonators and such. So that is a good move. I guess this is really the only way you could do that. There are a lot of fake channels out there with random ass usernames, but their display name will be like Elon Musk or Mr. Beast or something, or impersonating the person making the videos. Dory says no. For a few weeks it was saying my username, which is completely different until I changed it. Oh, okay. I can't really get an idea of how many are done. Let me turn off some of these. So I do need some wood to build out some of the other stuff. That should be fine, just with those. Looks like these are done. And these. And those. Most of them are done. I think it's just the last row there. I still got more buildings to do, and then I'll do the chicken coops, but making really good progress here. I knew it would take over an hour and somewhere under 2 hours. It'll only take a little bit over an hour though. Just check, no idea where display name is. I'm not too sure. I would assume it's somewhere in the YouTube settings. Oh, these are backwards, I just realized. Lumber, wood, energy. Wood, lumber, energy. Hmm. Oh no. Like that. Oh yeah, I'm at the refresh to fix the invisible building. That's right. Well, I will turn this off and go ahead and do the refresh now while I'm waiting. Nodori says click the triple bar on the upper left, then the button that says U, then click your profile picture, customize channel, scroll down to handle. Yeah, the handle is the display name. Yeah, no globes for me, just me manually refreshing it. Actually did get built, even if it was invisible. My rank's not doing so good. It's weird. Oh, there it is. Just jumping around. So we got people already selling wood bulls, of course. Yeah, I'm focusing on finishing rather than partially making some. If I was to make some now, not the way I built it. I would have to build like half and half. That would have worked. Oh, but then I won't have all this space over here for trees because I need all the chicken coops and feed mills. Just take up way too much space. I guess I could have done some of the chicken coops. That probably would have been smart. But some of the chicken coops won't actually need feed because of the nourish pens. Nah, it'll still be faster to keep this. It's gotta be patient. On the turkey meat competition last week, I did get 7th place. My computer had turned off maybe 2 or 3 hours before the competition ended. So maybe I would have gotten 6th. I'm not exactly sure. But that's still good nonetheless, of course. This is an easy meta to do. I think this one's a little harder. Well, maybe not with my NFTs, but like in terms of like for most people and for no NFT build, this one's harder than the turkey meats, I think. But it's not like terrible. I would say this is kind of like uniforms. You fixed it. All right, HTIS27. We'll see what your username is next time. Not fix. I don't know. Maybe it takes a while to update. It could take a while. Let me see. Let me go to your channel and see if it shows there. Nope. It did not refresh. It probably takes a couple hours. I think that is that's probably what it says in the settings. I have a good amount of lumber now, which means I need wood. So let's get rid of... Let's turn this off just for now. Good things about the kitchens is that they'll all have a wood bowl already selected as their craft, so I don't have to turn them on. Oh yeah, it did work. Yeah, I guess you did have to hit publish. Oh nice, nobody else had the name Martin Siebels. So you didn't have to add any numbers, that's good. I can call you Martin again, yay! One hour into the competition. Still building, but making really good progress. Don't think I need the stars and stripes anymore, but the guild library is full, so I also can't put it there. Trying to make them all rotated to face north. The pink crayon in the back, by the way, that's, well, yeah, that means that's the back of the store. The yellow crayon is the front of the store. case you didn't know that. Or what do these need? Also need wood. Okay. So that's a building, and so are... There's two buildings right here. So I will have to move the lumber storage pretty soon. It should be okay to move these. Oh, wrong one. That's not. It worked. Unfortunately, Herps was already taken by someone. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty short name. So now you are Herps. So all these should face north. Most of which already are. Not sure if rotating these matters much. Probably not. Should be fine. So once all this gets built, then I have to delete the lumber storage and build one more there. Do have some lumber here. So Rod, did you fix your name already? I don't need to fix mine. Unfortunately, I can't do @dubsteprod on YouTube because somebody else already has it. It's unfortunate. I've tried changing it multiple times, it won't let me. The old account has it. So mine is @dubsteprod YT, which some people use. It's a YouTube tag. I'm gonna need a lot of passive water for the red oak wood. They're making a comeback right here. The last phase of the plan right here is the chicken coops. Oh, I guess after the chicken coops, it's the feed mounts. So everything got built, I believe. I believe it did. Okay, not that one. There's one more kitchen thing I need to build. Don't believe I need any more lumber though. That should be it. Oops. I'm here messing with the screen accidentally. I shouldn't need this anymore. So I have full 10 passive water for the red oak tree farms here. That's why I'm using my 2 legendary water towers there. 2 mistletoe arches will make the red oak tree farms craft super fast, like 2-second craft time. My gosh. We have, what's this? Bulky? Yeah, it's a bulky storehouse. And, or big, yeah, big storehouse, big warehouse. I can get rid of this stuff now. Oh, wow. I guess the vending machine really wanted to stay. Right, nourish coops, I've not forgotten about those. So this setup that I'm showing here will give passive feed and water to the majority of these chicken coops. So I don't really care about the passive water. And it's not really passive. The way it works is it's a craft requirement reduction. Almost let that work. So adjacent buildings require 2 less feed and water per nourish coop, and they can stack. So the chicken coops directly next to them like these right here, and then these in the middle. How many? 11 chicken coops? 11 chicken coops do not require any feed. So they will make eggs incredibly quickly. They just need to wait on the logger to drop off wood. And then the ATV can pick up the egg, and then they'll just keep making eggs. And there are 3 chicken coops on each side, so 6 chicken coops in total that only need 1 feed because they're being impacted by one of the nourish coops. And then the other chicken coops, the other 6 of them, do need the full 3 feed, but that's okay because I'll be making plenty of feed once I turn on Grain Blaster. There we go. Wheat stand gives a passive wheat to the feed mills. And I just need to make super glue, which I am making. There's one more thing I need to do here. So I can get rid of these, assuming I don't need to build anything else, because that needs to be a storehouse for collection. Probably a better idea to have Supreme Storehouse there. There. There's one other thing I need to do. Almost forgot. I need more passive crude oil. I do not want to make pumpkins. This should be done. There's like 2 spots I'm not using. This grain bot over here I'm not using. And there's like a spot over here that I'm not really using, but like I can have a road here. I don't know if it does anything, but there's the road. I will overproduce feed, but should be okay. And I think I did test it. I don't think this chicken coop makes a difference, but I'll keep it on anyways. So it was 8 seconds. Yeah, that's right. It's actually starting to lag. This is gonna be shouldn't be as laggy as last week's though. Yeah, last week was super laggy. Should be done. I'm gonna reset it. Set up auto sell properly. Most of these items are like kind of a. There was 35 or 40. Where did I set it to? Maybe it was 35. Actually, I don't have red oak storage, so I don't need to sell red oak. That's 35. That can be 25, so I'm about to sell my first batch of wood bolts. That really it? Just super glue and eggs. I don't need to sell feed. Oh yeah, glass bottles. Wow, my auto cell is very small. That's it. That's all I need. I'm using 2 dragons, but I think I really only need to use 1. I'll keep both of them on there anyways. I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned it, but like the light circuits is just here to make sure these don't have shade from the nearby buildings. So I can cram more buildings in there. These don't need it. These don't have shade. Because these buildings only cast 1 shade right here. So it doesn't reach this. Town hall for the tree farms, of course. And everything should be facing the right way. And also it should already be turned on. Oh, these are not. I reset the production monitor one more time, but by now it should have stabilized. It should be ready to go. Everything making super glue almost all the time. Same goes for the oak bowls. I mean the wood bowls. They are basically oak bowls though, since they're made with red oak wood. Should be good. What was that? It was almost an hour 20-minute finish, somewhere around that. Trying to think if there's any other effect cards that I may have missed. I don't think so. It's at 59 seconds. Planner 59, yeah, that's right. Of course, I'll let it run for like 10-15 minutes. Make sure there's no obvious issue like last time. Oh, look at that. I'm just gonna start shooting up. And if Gala does recover to like 5 cents, it's gonna be huge. Now the thing is, it has to stay over that amount. It's like not, I guess not last year, but the year before that, right? Near the end of 2024. It was over 5 cents for maybe only a week or two. I don't remember exactly. But like, I mean, that's big compared to the payouts. Like right now it sucks. It's under a cent, right? So the reward, the competition rewards don't seem that big. Even to me, getting like 14k Gala or something like that every week. Not that much compared to the amounts that you know, that's on NFTs here. But say if Gala was like 5 cents, it's a 10k Gala, 11k Gala minimum. It's like 550 bucks a week. It's huge. Just from a game. Wow. A game people invested a lot of money in, for sure. And that's just 11k Gala. That's for top 25. Top 10 does get a bit more Gala. I tend to finish like 7th place, and so what did the leaderboard say? What's my average? I could probably pull this up. Let's see. I did update the leaderboards thing, by the way. As the themes, and it should detect if you have if you're logged in with the access key up here. But you'll still need to manually type stuff in here. Oh, and there's buttons that pull up last week's competition, so there's that. So what I was saying, my average for the year is now top 10. I am now officially a top 10 player for the past year. And I hope that... Well, I was going to say, I hope that if Gala goes up to 5 cents, I hope that when Gala goes up to 5 cents and over, I will continue to average top 10 and continue to get at least 12,000 Gala per week. 11,000 is still not bad, honestly. Top 25 player, 11,000 Gala. That's like really good still. Don't get me wrong. Imagine. But yeah, that would be my goal. You know, I'd still love this game, and I hope they keep working on it, and mostly just fixing the bugs. I'm not too worried about new content. I don't care about the new wood bowl. They probably... that's probably, you know, maybe Benefactor pulling the ropes, telling them, like, you gotta keep making new stuff. It's the live server service cadence crap. Rather than just recycling the same old content or whatever, you know, logistical crap like that. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised, because I've worked for many companies and they're just like that. But anyways, yeah, it's top 10 consistently for the year. What an achievement. Top 7 or average 7 past 3 months. Last competition I got top 25 on was Lemonade. I cannot remember. Oh, yeah, it wasn't NFT heavy. Yeah, I think that was it. It was not a very NFT heavy meta. That's probably what it was. Oh, and I didn't buy the lemon trees. No, wait, the lemon trees suck though. That's when they released the Doggy Park NFT. Yeah, I don't exactly know what it was. It was just not NFT heavy, so 11th place on that one. Otherwise, yeah, it looks like mostly 7th. My best one was Crafts Fair, my first top 3 ever. And it will never get better than that. So that's peak. I will never get 3rd place again. That's what I say. Then Anything Goes, I got 11th. But that's because I've been... Whenever we did Anything Goes, I used the same build like 4 times in a row. So by that point, maybe somebody else copied me. I don't know. And so it stopped being competitive doing the same exact design. But hey, it was easy. The stack box, okay. Let me use the same build that I used 2 or 3 times already. So earlier, yeah. Okay. I don't remember what happened there. So looking back, oh, White Rum, 26th place last year. That hurt. Just admiring my rankings here. Showing off, I guess. I don't know. I haven't missed a competition. Uniforms, I did really bad. I already said that was I went to Las Vegas that week. Speaking of which, I will be going to Las Vegas again in March. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do for that competition. No, wait, can I do it? Let me check. I'll check in a moment. The point says, hey Rod, what's the URL of your rank page that you're showing right now? So you can do, let me just, let me put it here. Hold on, let me switch to chat. Be easier for me to just do this. dub.community/ts-leaderboards. But you could also go to the planner, and there's a button right here, the trophy, that will open up the leaderboard page. I've explained before how to use this. You it's gonna be like this basically. I guess that doesn't go away. But the My Rankings tracker, you would type in all the different usernames that you used in the competitions. I've only ever used Subslep Rod, so it brings up all of mine that way. If you need to add multiple names, just click the plus sign and then, you know, type in the other names. And to see any competitions you miss, you can check that and then scroll down. Yeah, I haven't missed any as far as I remember. There we go. This goes back all the way to 2023. I did more competitions before Shrimp Pizza. I remember, you know, when I first started playing like in 2021, but then I did the competitions in 2022, I would barely manage to get like top 1,000 in the competitions. This is before I really had any NFTs. The first big NFT I got was the rare wheat stand. But the first actual NFT I got was the rare wheat storage, and I realized pretty quickly that was useless. I sold it for a profit, but that's because all the everything was going up like crazy, so I pretty much lost that money on the rare wheat stand eventually, or the rare water tower, I think is what I got sometime after that. But I didn't get too many NFTs early on because they were way too expensive. Everything was so overinflated. I didn't really start picking NFTs up until everything got super cheap. And now it seems way cheaper than ever, but you know, it's just the new price. The new price structure nowadays, I guess. Yeah, that's enough of that. 1600. Let's see how the rate. Super glue 1900. That's good. Wood 5700. Red oak 5700. Looks all good. The wood bowl rate is lower, but that's because it needs more time. So these have high craft times. The other stuff seems good. Should be okay. It should be rotated though. Could also be just because of the lag. But yeah, they should make 1800 or 1850 wood bowls per hour. See, it's only showing 1600 despite for sure I am making the glue and the eggs required for it, so I'm just gonna assume that it's behind because of the high craft times, but it could also be the lag. You know, like I tested last time, every second it feels like 2 seconds. So I'll leave it running a few more minutes, but then I'll probably bring it offline. I would assume it runs better offline, actually. I'm not exactly sure if that was the case for the turkey meat, but majority of the time I had it offline. Now, let me talk about that, by the way. A lot of people experience this. Last week's competition with turkey meat, fast forward took so long. I know you guys ran into this issue, so did I. There's, I guess, because the meta item is like you're making so much of it, or so much feed or whatever. There's so many actions occurring that have to be fast forwarded that it just makes the fast forward process take longer. So you really got to keep that in mind. Like, do not wait until the last hour or two to fast forward. You need to be fast forwarding like twice a day in those situations. Like my computer turned off the last 2 or 3 hours, and by the time I woke up, the competition literally just ended. So like, it's not like I was gonna have a chance to even get on and fast forward the last 3 hours or so. But yeah, I did hear some people like tell me they missed the last half day or hours. Maybe they missed a whole day because they couldn't fast forward. So it was taking too long. Competition ended before it finished. 1600 still. Did I sell a batch of super glue? I'm not supposed to be selling super glue. Yeah, I do have all the storages though. I think they are rotated the right way. Definitely does feel laggy though. Ahmad, hello. Is it P to A? Oh, the comment removed. Got removed. Play to A. P to A. What does the A mean? Oh, is it P to E? Okay. E play to earn? Yes, it is. Mostly competitions. Competitions happen every week, like this one. Starts on Tuesdays, ends on Fridays. 11. Wait, sorry, not 11 a.m. 11 a.m. my time. What was it? 17 UTC, I think. Yeah, 17 UTC time. Every week we have a meta, as they call it, which is really the target item you have to make, sell a lot of it, get a lot of points. Points determine your leaderboard position. Higher ranks get more Gala. Minimum top 1,200 placement in the leaderboard to win Gala. Lowest amount of Gala you can win is 100 Gala. That's like under $1 though. But some people still do it. Hopefully people that are actually enjoying the game. Now, obviously there are advantages. So it is play to earn, but it's also play to win, essentially, where you can purchase NFTs that give an advantage in the competitions, which will help you rank higher, which helps you earn more. So it is play to win. A lot of games are play to win, but it is play to earn and free to play, free to earn. Don't need to spend any money to earn, and you can get more than 100 Gala. I know it's possible to get top 600, top 400 without any NFTs at all, but at that point you really have to know what you're doing. Wonder if my kitchen stores are rotated differently or what's up. If they are actually slower or what's going on. Could just be laggy from also streaming. Yeah, probably what I'll do then is after I end the stream, I'll reset it. I'll zoom in on a corner and I'll leave it running again for a few minutes just to verify that it's correct. Because right now, as far as I can tell, super glue and eggs are correct, and I will overproduce them, by the way. Like super glue, I might be able to make 1900 as you see here, but I cannot make 1900 wood bowls because I don't have kitchens. What I could do is like delete one stationary shop and build a kitchen. I guess I could do that, but probably not gonna bother doing that at this point. Unless the rate is definitely wrong. No, I tested this. It should make at least 1800 wood bowls. It's kind of weird that it's not doing it right now. So yeah, eventually, occasionally I will sell batches of super glue. So it's hard to tell if there's something else. If anything is wrong with the build, it just needs more kitchenware stores. It's kind of weird to see it only saying 1600 per hour instead of the 1800 per hour that I know it can do. I will double check the picture I took of this. We got other birdhouses, rose bushes, badges. Yeah, badges. Tavern. Yeah, everything's there. Unless there's like one of these that isn't working for some reason. Wouldn't be the first time. They've been releasing weak NFTs recently. I just feel like the rare buildings they come out with suck. And it's been a while since we had a good NFT. I'm not really complaining though, because like I really don't want to be in buying up NFTs right now. Unless the Gala token price goes back up, I will gladly buy more NFTs. Right now, it's kind of a gamble if you want to go to like NFT Harbor and buy NFTs up while they're cheap, because like the token price is down. But like, you know, it's just either way, it's like buying stock or crypto and waiting for it to go up, or maybe it'll go down. So it's just a gamble. Yeah, the FPS is bad. I'll pull it down. It is under 20. That's probably. Okay, well, I guess it's around there. It's not as bad as last week, but it is still kind of bad here. So it's kind of hard for me to tell for sure if the wood bowl rate is working or not. That's why I'm a little confused. But yeah, I guess I'll probably just have to end it here and test a little bit more and then go offline mode. But didn't have any issues building this out. Last thing I'll say is a super chicken, and I tested with and without it. It's the same rate. If anything, it goes up by like 1 per hour. So I guess I'll go ahead and put in the super chicken, but as far as I can tell, it's basically the same rate. What's the worst that can happen? Makes it laggier. Quality rate would be better if I replace one of these for a kitchen store. Oh, there goes the globe. Some kind of forced to refresh. That's fine. Let me refresh. Take another look at my record. All right. I'll run it for another 5 minutes, and then that'll probably be it. So that won't really give me an accurate number. Just to see that changes anything. Maybe just needed a refresh. That was my first actual globe. Besides that, I had like 2 invisible buildings. Okay, yeah. It did not load. I will try refreshing one more time. One more time. If it doesn't load, I guess that's it for now. Yeah, of course, Herps, thank you so much for being here. Auto like, yeah. Hit that like button, appreciate it. Go back here. Someone hit the switch. Yeah, you're probably right, Sandula. I think somebody did hit a switch and now it's just constantly disconnected. Okay. Wait, is that not what happened last week? I had already finished my build, so like I wasn't paying that much attention. But everybody was freaking out because they couldn't get in the game. And I tested it and I could still get in the game. I'm like, what the heck? Nobody could get in the game, but I could still get it on a new on the another tab. Like I tested it, it worked for me. It didn't work on Chrome, but like I used Microsoft Edge to play Townstar. I only use it for Townstar pretty much. It was working for me here. But I was already done with the build, so I didn't really care. Like I was offline, but I know that would piss people off that they did not even finish their build and they got disconnected and can't get back in. Yeah, I would imagine that was annoying. I think it was like that for like maybe an hour. Okay, I guess that they didn't hit the switch, as Sandula said. Assuming I don't get globed again, let's do a couple more minutes. This time I will probably zoom out. Yeah, I did have to do that with last week. But the thing is, like, I'm still streaming. It is a little laggier when I'm streaming. Just the way it is. So let's try doing that. FPS should be over 20. Yeah, a couple of hours, and most people couldn't enter any Gala game. Oh, it was a couple hours? Damn. Yeah, I figure some people just went to sleep. Because, you know, you remember, you got people playing this, like, it's like midnight or 4 in the morning for them to just go back to sleep. We have 2 storehouses. Probably what I should do... Let's do a higher number. Let's do 40... Is it going to storehouse? Yeah. Do wood bulls go in the storehouse? No, I think they go in the warehouse. Let's do 45. And... let's also do 45 for this. That should be fine. Just in case. Why did my feed drop that much? Was it the super chicken? Also, I did rotate my chicken coops, right? Yeah, I did. They are rotated correctly as far as I can tell. Maybe not this one. I have Lucy and stuff. 8-second craft time, yeah. There's Lucy, Sparky, somewhere there. Graveyards are placed down. Turkey. Usually I overproduce feed. Maybe the super chicken changes that. Like at a glance, the rates look correct. Like I really only need 5,400 eggs, wood, and oak wood, because that's enough for 1,800 wood bowls. Glass bottles I will make close to 1,900, but for sure at least 1,800. It's super glue. I know I can make over 1,800. If I'm not making that many wood bowls, it's because I don't have enough kitchen stores. But like this was for sure working in practice server, and as far as I can tell, everything's built. It's a total of, let's see. 34 kitchenware stores. Okay, well, it's like in the same number, yeah. Oh, if the rate went down like 10%, well, that sucks. It's not good. Clearly something's wrong, but I don't know what it is right now. Only thing I can think of is potentially lag. I need to run this for like an hour, and then I'll have a better idea if something is for sure wrong. Because if I don't have the right rate by like an hour test, that's kind of hard to do with all the globes. Like yeah, like an hour of testing and the rate's not up to like 1800 per hour, then something is definitely off. Then I will maybe try to fix it. 1600 per hour, that's probably still good enough for top 10 anyways. So like if anything, I sacrifice 1 or 2k Gala, which right now is not a huge deal, but later on will be. You know, we always want to try to do our best. So yeah, I'll leave it here. Leave it running for a little while longer unless I just get kicked off. I guess I will test offline. Hopefully, let's see what I can do is I'm gonna write down the amount of stars I have, and I will try to calculate how many stars I am getting, assuming I get kicked off and go offline in a moment. Okay, got it. 12:15, right. Yeah, should be good. So hopefully everybody's doing well in the competition. Like I said, cash shouldn't be an issue. You probably have all the cash that you need by now. Maybe you're waiting on materials, building everything out. And then of course everything takes time to build. I know that. I have a bunch of crane bots, so it doesn't take like super long for me. But yeah. Nice build up, so thank you so much, Doofy. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Hopefully this time I will actually stream on Friday, assuming I wake up on time and everything. I don't remember. I need to get my phone's screen protector thing fixed. I don't know if I have to do that today or Friday. I assume maybe that's Friday. I do have a globe. I already wrote down the amount of stars I have. I might just I'll refresh it again, and I might just get kicked out again. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. Best of luck with finishing your build if you haven't already finished it. And I will hopefully see you all on Friday. As usual, I'll be on Discord. If I'm not active right away, I will check it later, because I'll probably be playing more of the Long Dark since that game's pretty fun. Been kind of addicted to that game the past week. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much. I will see you all later. Bye bye. I'll leave y'all with the globe, but bye bye.